We have very high expectations going into Motor City Madness, but we're only taking games one at a time. And that's the perspective our team has had for the last probably 10 games, 12 games of the season. We're not looking ahead and we're not looking backwards. Our league is so competitive this year. Every single game matters, and especially when you hit tournament time, everybody is playing their best basketball. I would say the biggest strength of our team, looking back on this season, has been just our commitment to one another, that whole family concept. We're truly a family. You can see it not just with the 5 players that are on the court, but also with the players that are on the bench and our coaching staff. Anytime somebody makes a great play, we're willing to celebrate, and we have a lot of fun doing it. And that carries over into practice too. We're competing, but we're also having a lot of fun. I think the biggest thing that we need to work on heading into the postseason is just consistency. We've had a lot of games this year where we've played 2 quarters really well and 2 quarters not so well. Usually the not so well quarters being at the beginning of the game, and then we find ways to come back. In the tournament, that can't happen. We definitely have to play with a more consistent mindset, a start to finish kind of mindset. So I think that's probably one of the biggest things that we'll work on as we head into practice this week, is starting a practice and finishing a practice, just so we can prepare for the game. I definitely think postseason competition, as you're preparing for postseason competition, is very different. Part of that is your team knows the personnel, they know the scouts, all the actions that the other team run, they know them to a heartbeat. So you don't really, have to go through that as much. It's more about the mentality aspect, diving for loose balls and that no quit kind of mentality. So we're going to definitely put that into practice every day. We're going to compete like it's the tournament, every single play, every single rep. And then along with that, we've got to start hitting a lot of shots. That's a big part. The team that really can get their flow going on the offensive end and really create opportunities to score usually comes out ahead. So we need to hit a lot of shots this week. We need to get that confidence up, and hopefully that will carry over into the Motor City Madness. Well, this is the most competitive our league has been since I've been coaching here at Milwaukee. And the ratings are even showing that. We're the 11th best league right now in the country. And every game is a tough game. There's not a team that you can slip on in our league right now. We've seen that as we've moved through conference. We've beaten some of the top teams, but struggled against some of the mid-level teams, and that's just because every team is fighting for something, and they're capable of winning. So every single game, every single play matters, and that's why consistency is so important. And us getting that mentality down that it doesn't matter what name is across their jersey, we need to play Milwaukee basketball for 40 minutes.